Well, first things first, it was another crazy week on SmackDown Live as we have a new WWE champion after Trey beat Adam Cole.
You mean Samoa Joe and his cyborg arm beat Adam Cole? By the way, I've been thinking about modifying one of my appendages. From what I hear, the prices have really come down the past few years.
Oh yeah? What did you have in mind?
Nothing major. Maybe just like a robotic ear or one of my pinky toes. Even though prices have dropped, I'm still on an indie budget.
I get the ear, I guess, but what would you even do with a bionic pinky toe?
The pinky toe is the most underrated of toes. Without it, you wouldn't be able to run, walk, or skip. So if I had a bionic pinky toe, I'd be able to do all of those things, but way better. Can you imagine how good of a skipper I would be?
No, I can't. But that brings up a good point. How is it fair for Samoa Joe, or any superstar, to have a competitive advantage like that?
It's the world we live in now. Man and machine are becoming one and the same. And besides, it's not like this type of thing hasn't existed in WWE before. Hulk Hogan once wrestled wearing a helmet with a giant fist on it.
Oh yeah, the war bonnet.
Yeah, and was that fair? Jake the Snake had his Cobra fight Macho Man. Was that fair? Papa Shango put voodoo spells on his opponents to make them puke and ooze black stuff out of their heads. I'd say that was a competitive advantage.
Okay, point taken. Either way, I wouldn't want to have to face Joe and his cybernetic arm anytime soon. Sorry, Trey, but I think you're in big trouble.
Maybe Trey should look into a bionic pinky toe. Then you could at least run away a lot faster from Joe. Just a thought.
I can't believe Brooklyn's a WWE superstar now.
I can't believe I have to be her partner.
It's good she no longer has any authority, but it feels like she's even more ingrained in our lives.
At least it's now legal for you to punch her in the face. Again, I have to be her partner.
She's not worse than Riley. He wasn't exactly in his prime when he trained us almost 15 years ago. Not to mention, Brooklyn has him flying back and forth to Calgary on these crazy cheap budget airlines. He had to ride in the pet compartment on his last connection, and I think he came down with kennel cough.
At least you got to choose him. I didn't have any say in this.
It wasn't like I had a ton of good options. Look, all that aside, I just have a feeling this isn't going to end well for anyone.
Well, at least I can still make the best of a bad situation and win some money for charity.
Even if I have to get a dog vaccine, I still plan on winning the mixed match challenge.
Same here. Minus the vaccine part. Brooklyn is disease-free as far as I can tell.
This is a historic night as our former GM, Brooklyn Von Braun, makes her highly anticipated in-ring debut in WWE, replacing the injured Ronda Rousey.
I still can't believe Brooklyn and Trey are partners. I mean, talk about an unlikely pairing. They've been at each other's throats for like 20 years.
Well, we'll have to see if their adversarial past affects the American Hero's ability to work together in the Mixed Match Challenge.
Well, I guess Brooklyn came up with that team name. Real creative.
Hey, at least it's not as bad as their opponents who are calling themselves the Moons over my Sammy.
Gotta like that.
I bet you do.
Often known as a land of opportunity, when Sami Zayn became a part of the SmackDown Live roster, it was a chance for a fresh start.
Yeah, but eventually Zayn admitted to feeling directionless. It felt like he was misled with unfulfilled promises, and his perspective on SmackDown Live began to change.
Drop kick from behind. Ouch. He's taken some good hits.
Sami Zayn is feeling awfully good about himself, that's for sure. What a counter! Had in mind there.
So many different styles on display here in this mixed tag team match. With Sami Zayn's perspective of SmackDown Live in mind, before his viewpoint changed, I thought Sami was, at the very least, admirable and moral in the way he took on obstacles.
Cole, Zayn tried overcoming obstacles in the right manner, but the system never treated him fairly. If he kept doing things the right way, then what? Maybe in 4 or 5 years, as time will come, morality does not win you championships, fellas.
Delivering the suplex.
Take your time, enjoy it. Boom! Before the fist drops on your face. Oh, and step up enziguri. Great reversal.
I gotta say, I'm impressed. Oh, man, vicious elbows.
Standing drop kick.
Great ups.
He's in a little bit of trouble now. Wait a second, it appears Brooklyn wants Trey to attempt the same double-team maneuver that injured Ronda Rousey.
Is she trying to prove she can do it better?
I don't know, but it looks like Trey's not quite sure about this after what happened to Ronda.
Perfect execution by the American heroes.
An impressive win for the new team of Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun.
I'm still not sure what to think about these two teaming. It's very strange.
It looks like Trey's still trying to get used to it as well.
I told you guys 100 times, Brooklyn's a professional. She likes winning much more than she dislikes Trey.
And here comes Trey's best friend, Red, for their mixed match challenge match.
Hey, good luck.
Well, that was awkward.
You don't want to read too much into anything, but it certainly looked like Red just ignored Trey altogether.
Well, it's obvious Red is upset about Trey teaming with Brooklyn, but she'd better get over it fast or it's going to end up costing her team this match.
As this mixed match challenge match begins, we have to consider the possibility that Red's team could end up facing Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun at some point.
Well, given what we know about Brooklyn's ability to get under Red's skin, that could definitely be a volatile situation.
You would think that since this whole thing's for charity, that everyone would be able to manage their emotions, but if Brooklyn triggers hothead Red, all bets are off.
Black Widow!
Locked in tight. This might be...
Not sure why, but she releases the hold.
I think she sensed her opponent was about to break free. Wow, she turned that one around.
Yet another counter. It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other.
Super kick! Looks like Ruby Riott has broken a sweat. Reversal! What a counter! Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand.
Boom! And a suplex! In a bad way here, guys! Corey, there really seems to be such a calm, cool, collected feeling about Aleister Black. It's almost as if he's void of all emotion.
Yeah, it's actually a little disturbing, Cole. I don't think I've ever seen anybody hold such total composure throughout a match, regardless of the circumstances.
Ooh! In off the tag.
Reflecting more on Aleister Black's ability to always stay completely composed, how about when he sits down stone-faced in the middle of the ring during a match? That's crazy, right?
I actually guarantee you this, Byron. When you see somebody across the ring from you that calm, it gets right inside your head.
Oh, again! That offense taking a toll on her.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Ruby is rocking her opposition.
That is a beautiful thing to watch.
Head scissors takedown.
Very nice.
Oh, on the apron. Bringing it back into the ring.
Ruby Riott is anti-establishment. She's an anarchist and someone who takes aim at those born with a silver spoon in their mouths. When it comes to Ruby, it is down with... Whoa! Oh, look at that splash! I love it. Double underhook suplex!
And it's Ruby Riott with a reversal.
Uh-oh, full Nelson. Reverse STO.
It's all academic at this point.
How is Ruby Riott going to remain alive? Ooh, what impact. This could do it!
Real close, too close for comfort.
She's not done yet, but you have to believe that she's still in all sorts of trouble here.
Tremendous. Here's a cover. Could be it.
I can't believe it. I hate to question her, Cole, but that was just plain silly. Why would you do that at this point in the match?
Boom, what impact. Schoolboy out of nowhere. And at some point, she's going to start wondering what it's going to take to put her away. And it's Ruby Riott with the reversal. Comes in off the tag.
Lightning fast reflexes.
Neckbreaker.
Oh, boom! Oh, swept the leg right out from under.
Great evasion. Hoping to end it early. Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
He just powered out there, Cole. Oh, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Clothesline over the top.
Man.
And scissors takedown for the victory here. Near fall after near fall. What a battle. Breathtaking acrobatics on display here.
Harsh impact. Shot block.
She's trying to sneak one. 1, 2, 3, no!
How did he do that?
Ruby Riott saw that one coming and made her pay.
An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
And another reversal.
Seems like we're back where we began, Michael.
Oh, that looks like a torturous position to be in.
She steers clear there.
Ooh, tossed with the suplex.
Things aren't looking good for her.
Wasn't expecting that.
When you look at this,
It looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
Back now inside the ring. Stomping. Ouch. Enziguri. Back to the torso here.
Eliminate the core. This is a great move.
She is queuing it up again. Man, what a close. Look at this. This could do it. 1, 2, 3. There's the pinfall. And the victory. Here are your winners. Enormous victory right there. She was really on her game here tonight, right from the opening bell. What a matchup that was. Truly incredible.
After a couple more wins for both our teams, Trey and I would be in a position we'd never been in before. Standing across the ring from each other as opponents in the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge.
Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Yeah, you too.
Do you mean that? Because it seems like you can't bring yourself to say the actual words.
I can totally say it, but now that you told me to, it won't mean as much.
Come on, just say it. Good luck.
Hey, look. It's your partner.
How convenient.
You're talking to the opposition before our match? You do realize I could give them a competitive advantage.
My team doesn't need an advantage to beat someone who's had less than 5 matches.
I'm pretty sure I had less than 5 matches when I was tapping you out in high school, and tonight will be exactly the same. Except this time, a whole lot more people will see me embarrass you. Come on, we need to discuss what we're going to do with our prize money after we win. I was thinking we'd donate it to victims of identity heft. It's when people identify as skinny, but they're actually really fat. I think Red might have it.
This is it, the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge. One of these teams will take home $500,000 to donate to a charity of their choice.
Don't bury the lead, Cole. The charity part's nice, but the real story here is that best friends Red and Trey are facing each other for the first time ever. Things could get very interesting.
Normally, I think you guys are just trying to stir up drama, but Red and Trey have definitely seemed a bit off lately, and this match certainly won't help matters.
And again, yet another counter. Oh, nice suplex. Vertical suplex. Just carrying the opposition here. Really targeting the back on that one. Oh, that well scouted. Gets the tag. She's in full control now. Oh, just scrubbing the face on the canvas.
Oh, an elbow drop for added measure. She returns the favor there.
Look out here. Taking it to her midsection yet again.
How she's absorbing this punishment is
continuing to punish the core here.
This has clearly been part of the game plan all along.
Perhaps thinking about what to do next here. Really focusing on her core here.
It's almost as if she's obsessed with destroying her midsection.
And yet another attack on the torso.
The referee might need to make a tough decision here, Michael.
She's in control. She ducks out of the way there. Clothesline!
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out. Not looking good right now. And no good ever comes of this. Oh, that's not right. Somebody do something about that. She's starting to look concerned. Wow, what impact!
Nice drop kick.
Ah, what a smash! That is just insulting. Wow, she turned that one around. Oh, he's got him. He's got him.
She's got the ropes, and the pin is broken.
Taking it to her midsection yet again.
How she's absorbing this punishment is beyond me.
Saw that one coming. Tagged in. Oh, able to counter. Here we go. Again, assaulting the torso.
Referee might want to think about stepping in here.
She scores big with the counter. Bulldog! Big slam. Cover! You're not going to get her that easy. It's going to take more than that.
She wants it one more time.
Leave the night light on for her, because this is over. My goodness, that connected. He might have been waiting on that one. Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick. Big punch finds its mark. He's in control. Talk about dismantling your opponent. This match grinded him down a little. Gets him with a counter. Showing some quickness. And this match can change that fast. Amazing reflexes on display. Stop pulling leg snap. That's going to hurt. Tear your hamstring. And finds a counter. What a clothesline. Ouch. How impressive was that reversal? Oh, look at this. Looking for the suplex off the top rope. Oh, jeez. Take all the wind out of you. Oh, he knew that was coming. Nothing fancy here. He's starting to struggle here. What a punch. Too quick to catch him there. Absolutely spiked. DDT. What impact! Wasn't expecting that. Clothesline over the top! Man, take your time, enjoy it. Oh, what a combo! He's looking for the win! Despite their often heated and acrimonious past, Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun have managed to win the Mixed Match Challenge.
I just hope that now that this is over, there won't be any hard feelings between Red and Trey. They've been through too much together to let something like this get between them.
Judging from the look on Red's face, I think that ship has sailed, and she doesn't seem to be taking this very well at all. I mean, why would she? Red just lost to her best friend and her worst enemy. I'd be angry too.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up with you riding with her?
Relax. I offered him a ride since we're both going to the gym.
Nice necklace, by the way. Real classy.
Thanks. I'll get you my jeweler's info. I bet he can throw together a runner-up version in no time.
Look, I know we usually ride together, but I wanted to get some extra training in since Samoa Joe basically wants to strangle me to death with his crazy cyborg arm at SmackDown 1500.
I'd be happy to help you work on your submissions. After all, I had a career record of 24-2 in MMA. I left that necklace at home.
You training me is a great idea. It could help me survive Samoa Joe, and who knows, maybe even beat him.
Good. We'll get started right away. And before you say anything, I'm just looking to help. It's the only way he's going to survive the coquina clutch. I mean, that little reversal trick you taught him might have worked in their first match, but let's face it, he needs some real training. We'll set up a time later, partner.
So what, are you friends with her now?
No, it's not like that.
Well, it seems like that. I mean, first you're riding with her, and now you're training with her? Did you forget this is the same person who's tormented us for 20 years?
I got to ride with her one time, and besides, maybe she's changed, okay? People do that. And she was a good teammate, good enough that we won the mixed match challenge.
Are you trying to rub it in? Because I think your teammate's ridiculous necklace accomplished that already. And by the way, who was in charge of handling the charity money that you won?
Brooklyn. She gave it to an animal shelter in our hometown.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe she took the $500,000 and spent it on that awful necklace and murder coat she was wearing? I bet the animal shelter doesn't even exist.
Can't assume any of that.
I'm not assuming she's a terrible person. I know that. And I thought you did too.
Come on. Red. That mural's kind of freaking me out. It feels like you're watching me from every angle.
I am. But focus here. So when Samoa Joe gets you in the coquina clutch this time...
How do you know he'll get me in it?
It's a submission match, which means he'll be going for it early and often, so you have to be prepared. And what I was going to say before you interrupted me...
Sorry, won't happen again.
What I was going to say is your little trick you used against him 10 years ago when you rolled backwards to get the win isn't going to work this time. He'll be ready. And even if you pulled it off, it won't do any good because this is a submission
Rivalry match. Rivalry submission match.
Right. So I'm Samoa Joe, and I'm going to put you in the coquina clutch. Try to escape.
Oh, I tap.
That was pathetic.
I know. How am I ever gonna beat Samoa Joe? I mean, once she cinches in that arm around my neck, it's all over. Goodbye, WWE Championship. Goodbye, Trachea. Goodbye, Earth. Hello, big ring in the sky. Hopefully.
Okay, stop. You're spiraling. It's not about his arm. It's about his legs.
Huh?
I studied hours of footage of Samoa Joe locking in the coquina clutch. You're welcome. And I discovered a hidden flaw that's going to allow you to counter it and beat him. Give me your phone. Voice password?
Trey and Peyton Royce forever?
Voice recognition volume too low. Please try again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever. It's a joke. Please don't tell her.
Anyway, like I said, I watched a lot of tape on Samoa Joe, and I discovered this. Watch his ankles. See how he crosses them? He does it every time. That's your opening to beat him.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. Let me show you. Put me in the coquina clutch and make sure you cross your ankles like Joe does.
What the heck was that?
The secret to not getting the life choked out of you and walking away with your WWE championship.
Wow, this is weird to say with all our history, but I don't know what I'd be doing right now without your help.
I guess I've been in a charitable mood lately.
Well, seriously, thanks for teaching me this. So, I guess we're good to go now?
Are you kidding? You haven't actually learned how to do the counter yet. On your back. We're going to start with a hip motion. I'll film on your phone so you can watch it back later. It locked again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever!